As Northwest Now contributor Steve Kiggins tells us, Long Live the Kings has played a big part in facilitating those efforts with projects and programs both large and small.
On a cloudy winter morning in the South Sound, scientists from Long Live the Kings and the Nisqually Indian Tribe board a boat and hit the water.
The work never ends. No, you kind of do a little bit of everything.
The team settles on a quiet spot in Oro Bay near Anderson Island. Today's scientific instruments include a rod and a reel. For this job, these three spend the morning fishing. So they cast a line and they wait.
You can spend a long time catching only a couple fish, and it can feel like, is it really worth it? But if you're looking at a lot of the details on the fish that you're catching, then the answer is yes. A few fish can still even tell you a lot.
I know, I just said it feels heavy though.
Yeah.
Finally, they get a bite.
Oh, that's why.
Another flatfish.
But flatfish is not the catch of the day. Instead, they're on the hunt for juvenile herring, a vital food source for salmon and beyond. That means for this guy, today's his lucky day. He's getting tossed back.
Trying to figure out timing, tide cycle. You know, we're using some decent sonar technology to try and track down the schools, but in the end, we're using hooks.
Part of the Sailor Sea Survival Project, these scientists are investigating the level of toxins and substances called forever chemicals finding their way into herring.
By assessing the levels within the fish or presence and absence, it'll tell us a story of how contaminated some of the waters are that these fish are traveling through.
Forever chemicals have recently emerged as dangerous pollutants, not only to humans, but also marine species. Earlier this year, a study discovered forever chemicals and pharmaceuticals have been detected flowing through regional wastewater treatment facilities and then discharged into Puget Sound.
There is a great need for support for local wastewater treatment.
During a February King County Council Regional Water Quality Committee hearing, another study reveals juvenile Chinook exposed to toxins found in wastewater discharge could suffer lower reproductive fitness, damaged organs, and impaired behavior and stress response.
We chose one life stage, juvenile stage, just because they spend a fair amount of time in the estuary where a lot of the contaminants are. And that's a very important life stage, especially for subsequent years.
Chasing fish.
All right, we're in a pretty good spot.
This research is really trying to understand herring abundance within the estuary to address salmon recovery from an ecosystem food web-based perspective.
How's it going, Amber?
Back on board with Long Live the Kings and the Nisqually Tribe, the hunt for herring continues.
Oh, there's a little one.
Yeah! All right, isn't it little enough?
It's a wiggler.
And patience pays off. One by one, these juvenile herring will inform scientists what toxins make their way into the food chain and help devise a plan to make sure salmon are healthy and abundant.
We're learning new things with even relatively simple research.
In the South Sound, Steve Kiggins, Northwest Now.